This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to San Diego, Snapdragon Stadium, home to the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Golden Bears will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aztecs offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable. Guys that will...
It's a seam wide open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Aztecs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
The Aztecs are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Wants to throw again. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
And the Aztecs will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Brown will throw it. He's got him. Still running at the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Quick strike complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He makes the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Brown wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 72 yards, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run the screen. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. It's Hankins. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
That last completion still leaving them with a third down. Quarterback running on the draw. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on fourth down? The Aztecs will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Brown will throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem, and QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Brown wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
The Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Brown will throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the back over the middle. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hankins. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. And you could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Got it behind the line. It's Adams. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Third down play from the gun. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Brown wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Morris. They'll immediately call timeout. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
And the Aztecs will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Price. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
The Golden Bears have this offense rolling. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. With jet sweep pass. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep this drive alive. Plows through the defense. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football, they stick to what they do well, they know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
The Golden Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Brown wants to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Bringing the heat. Got his man. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. Right down the gut of the field. Pass the tap. Touchdown, San Diego State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Find some fresh air.
Yeah, and he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Brown will throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hauls it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Brown wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
The Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Aztecs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Aztecs. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Makes the catch. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
The Golden Bears line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Wants to throw it. Got his man downfield. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Golden Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
The Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got his man out of the backfield. And the Golden Bears need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The quarterback takes a knee.